Okay, Alex, this game wasn't your finest shooting night per se, but you guys came up with a lot of stops defensively. 38 points allowed was amazing, but I want to rewind back to this point where you get your first bucket. You're 0 of 6 at this point, but shooter's going to shoot. We'll talk about that later with Utah State. Walk me through this play with 4 minutes to go.
TJ does a really good job, making the defender come to him. And I was just like, it'd be way easier play if it's a 2-on-1. So I'm like, I just got to get out there and sprint, trying to get ahead of the defender. And then he made that over the top pass to me and then just finished it.
And in this situation, you're 0 of 6 up to this point. Do you have any idea you're 0 of 6? Or are you like, finally I got one?
Yeah, I definitely knew that I wasn't having too good of a shooting night, but I just try to stay true to myself. And, shooters are going to shoot, so I'm not going to stop shooting.
Okay, against Utah State, that was a huge play. The play of the year probably for you. In here, you end up finding the 3. This is the game sealer. Walk me through the game winner against Utah State here.
Okay, so there's they were kind of daring me to shoot just because I hadn't made a lot that game, so I was just trying to, like I said, stay true to myself, find the open man, find the open gap, and then when I split them and got into the paint, Dalton came up and no one came out on me because they were daring me to shoot, and I was like, shooter's got to shoot, so I let it go.
Shoot.
First, I checked my foot just to make sure that it was a 3. I know the rest
didn't agree.
Yeah, the rest didn't agree with that at first, but I quickly checked just to make sure.
When you step to the line and you get there, walk me through mentally what you're thinking, knowing 1-point game, 30 seconds left, rivalry.
I was like, this is probably, if I make another move or a drive, we might get a contested shot. So this might be the most open shot that we could get, and I know all my teammates trust me because I've made that shot 1,000 times in practice, and I practiced it a lot, so they all trust me. So that's just what was going through my head. I'm like, if I hit this, it seals the deal. We get a stop on D, and that seals the game. So,
Keta is pointing at your feet. I always love when a defender isn't worried about contesting your shot. He's calling the 2 or the 3. He's pointing at you.
Yeah, I think they were all worried just because, obviously the scouting report probably said that I was a shooter, so they were daring me to shoot. And then when they saw that go in, they were probably a little bit worried that it might go in eventually. But I just stayed true to it, and I held my follow through on that one too, and Coach was happy about that.
Hey, that's awesome. Nevada, you get an and one. This is probably the weirdest play of the year. You get an and one. You make this, and then you celebrate, but it just happens to swing through Jazz Johnson's neck. What happened here?
I'm a real emotional player. I love bringing energy to the table. And I was just so hyped because we had made such a big run, and this was such a key game for us because Nevada's a great team. So I was just so hyped, and then right away after I made it, I obviously didn't see him, but instead of saying sorry, like I probably should have, and a lot of fans expect me to, I just saw all my teammates with their hands out ready to give me high fives. So I went and I had to give him high fives. But while I was at the free throw line, I asked him if he was all good. And
okay.
He said he was all right.
Okay, and last but not least, you're known for your intensity in the way you play the game. You make a 3 here. This is the first game, and this is your career high in college. You get this face back on defense that is just intense. I mean, look at that. This is some Hannibal Lecter stuff right here. Look at you. Describe to me what's going on here.
I want to set the tone on defense. I hit a 3 that was wide open. I looked at the student section just because the Rock is always screaming at us, and I love to interact with them when I can in the game. So I looked at them, and I saw them screaming, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good point. It's the beginning of the game, so might as well set the tone and get back on defense and just tell them that we're ready to play and let them know that.
Okay, I'm expecting that guy to show up in Moraga. Is that a fair request?
Of course, yes.
Okay, good luck Thursday. Thanks,
Thank
Alex.
you. Appreciate that.